This is Diana, one of my clients. This is her before picture. Stay with me. I'm not just going to show you her transformation. I'm giving you the step-by-step guide. I'm Claudia, and in this video, I'm counting down the 8 superfoods that actually destroy menopause belly fat. We're starting at number 8 and working our way to number 1. And yes, number 1 is the exact food your doctor never mentioned. We're not doing theory today, we're doing what works. Superfood number 8, flax seeds, the estrogen hack doctors won't mention. Flax seeds are tiny, cheap, and boring, but here's what matters for menopause belly fat. Flax contains lignans. Lignans are phytoestrogen compounds. Science proves that these hormone-balancing compounds directly influence how your body processes fat and regulates metabolism. Recent studies shows that women who consume lignans daily experience improved hormone metabolism and reduced visceral fat accumulation. And the fiber piece is not optional here. Higher fiber intake is consistently linked to better glucose control and weight outcomes. Translation: steadier insulin equals less store it on the belly messaging from your body. When insulin stays stable, your metabolism can finally shift from fat storage mode to fat burning mode. You're giving your body the tools it needs to balance insulin, optimize hormone clearance, and accelerate fat loss. How to use it? 1 to 2 tablespoons per day. Ground flax, not whole, because whole seeds pass right through you. Easy ways to add it? Greek yogurt plus berries plus ground flax. This combination delivers protein, stabilizes insulin for hours, and supports hormone balance all at once. Sprinkle into oatmeal or chia pudding, mix into a smoothie, but keep the smoothie high protein or you're just drinking sugar. Before number 7, I just want to say, behind every video is a ton of effort. By liking and commenting, you give me the motivation to keep creating more content. Thank you. Superfood number 7, fatty fish, the visceral fat food. Fatty fish is the food most women avoid when trying to lose weight because diet culture trained you to fear fat. But science proves that the right fats actually accelerate fat loss, especially the dangerous visceral fat around your organs. Studies consistently connect omega-3 fats, EPA and DHA, with lower inflammatory markers and better cardiometabolic markers. Inflammation is a big deal in menopause because visceral fat is inflammatory tissue. It's not just extra padding, it actively worsens insulin signaling, disrupts hormone production, and slows your metabolism. Recent studies shows that women who eat fatty fish 3 to 4 times per week experience significantly lower cortisol levels and improved fat-burning capacity. So, when you lower inflammation and improve insulin sensitivity, your body becomes less willing to store fat right in the middle. You're literally teaching your metabolism to release stored fat instead of clinging to it. Salmon, sardines, mackerel, these are the fish that deliver omega-3s in meaningful amounts. And these omega-3s directly support hormone production, reduce cortisol-driven fat storage, and optimize insulin function. How to use it? 2 to 4 servings per week. Each serving delivers high-quality protein, stabilizes insulin for hours, and keeps your metabolism running hot. Quick meals that work? Salmon plus greens plus olive oil. Sardines on cucumber slices with lemon and salt. But here's where most women sabotage themselves. They add salmon twice a week and think they're fixed. Meanwhile, they're still cooking everything in inflammatory seed oils. If you're eating fish twice a week and then living on protein bars and cereal the rest of the time, you're keeping insulin elevated all day and your metabolism stays sluggish. Here's the part people miss. You don't just want weight loss, you want visceral fat reduction. Science proves that visceral fat actively produces inflammatory compounds and hormone disruptors that worsen insulin resistance. Research links omega-3s with improvements in triglycerides and other cardiovascular markers, which matters because menopause shifts your risk profile fast. Superfood number 6, cruciferous vegetables. Broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, these aren't here because they're low calorie. They contain glucosinolates that break down into compounds studied for supporting detox enzymes. Recent study shows that sulforaphane from cruciferous vegetables directly supports liver detoxification pathways critical for hormone metabolism. Stay with me, this is important. Menopause isn't just low estrogen. It's about how your body processes hormone metabolites, clears excess cortisol, and manages insulin throughout the day. When hormone clearance slows down, fat accumulates faster, metabolism drops, and cortisol stays elevated. And yes, fiber again. Studies repeatedly link higher fiber intake to improved insulin sensitivity and enhanced fat metabolism. That's a belly fat lever. When insulin is calmer, your body stores less aggressively around the middle. Science proves that cruciferous vegetables also support gut bacteria diversity, and your gut is where estrogen metabolites get cleared. This directly impacts how efficiently your body burns fat and regulates hormones. How to use it? 1 to 2 cups per day. Cook them if raw makes you bloated. Quick wins: roasted Brussels sprouts with olive oil and salt, cauliflower mash with garlic, sautéed cabbage with ground beef. This combination delivers fiber for hormone metabolism, plus protein to stabilize insulin. You know the rules: avoid carbs alone. Common mistake? Drowning them in sugary sauces. You spike insulin, cancel out the fat-burning benefits, and overload your already stressed hormone system. Keep it simple. And here's the other thing that tanks this. They eat a big plate of roasted cauliflower and call it dinner. No protein. Then their insulin crashes, cortisol spikes to compensate, and they're starving an hour later. Broccoli plus salmon, cabbage plus beef, cauliflower plus eggs. Protein plus fiber is the insulin-stabilizing, fat-burning combination that keeps your metabolism running smoothly. Do you remember Diana? I need you to keep watching because I'm about to show you her after photo. We didn't just focus on calories, we focused on cooling down her inflammation and resetting her hormone balance, calming her cortisol, and fixing her insulin response. Stick with me. Superfood number 5, berries, the sweet that doesn't betray you. Berries are for the woman who wants something sweet without turning it into a 2-day craving spiral. And this matters more in menopause because blood sugar swings get worse when sleep gets lighter, cortisol stays elevated, and stress gets louder. Recent studies show that uncontrolled insulin spikes directly signal your body to pack on belly fat, especially in the hormone-disrupted environment of menopause. Berries help because they're lower sugar than most fruit, higher fiber, and packed with polyphenols, especially anthocyanins. Research links higher polyphenol intake with better metabolic health markers, improved fat oxidation, enhanced insulin function, and lower cortisol reactivity. This is very important. It's more like fiber slows the glucose hit, polyphenols support healthier insulin signaling, and the overall effect is a metabolism that burns fat instead of storing it. Science proves that mixed meals, protein plus carbs plus fat, blunt the glucose spike better than carbs alone, keeping insulin stable and your fat-burning metabolism active. How to use them? A handful to 1 cup. Not a smoothie bowl with honey and granola. That spikes insulin through the roof and shuts down fat burning for hours. Go-to combos: Greek yogurt plus berries. This delivers protein to stabilize insulin and prevent cortisol surges. Cottage cheese plus berries plus cinnamon. The protein keeps your metabolism elevated and your hormones balanced. And here's the mistake: eating berries alone as a snack when you're already hungry. You'll crash. Your insulin will spike, then plummet, triggering a cortisol release that makes you hungrier and signals fat storage. Pair them, always. Superfood number 4, avocado, the fat that calms insulin. Avocado is the food that makes people whisper, "Isn't that fattening?" No, it's mostly monounsaturated fat, plus fiber and potassium, all of which directly support hormone production, stabilize insulin, and enhance fat metabolism. Recent study shows that meals containing monounsaturated fats produce significantly lower insulin responses and support sustained fat oxidation for hours after eating. Stop now. Listen. When your meals are satisfying with adequate protein and healthy fat, you stop grazing, insulin stops staying elevated all day, cortisol stays calm, and your metabolism can finally switch to fat-burning mode. Because it's not about one meal, it's about the pattern of keeping insulin low, cortisol balanced, and metabolism active throughout the day. And insulin is the storage hormone that directly blocks fat burning and signals your body to hold on to belly fat. Avocado breaks that loop because it makes meals stick. You eat eggs and avocado at breakfast, high protein, healthy fat, and your insulin stays stable, your cortisol remains calm, and you're not hunting for snacks at 10:30. Science also shows that potassium matters for blood pressure, fluid balance, and cortisol regulation. Plus, adequate healthy fat is essential for hormone production. Your body literally needs fat to make the hormones that regulate fat loss. How to use it? Half an avocado with a meal. Pair it with protein to keep insulin stable and metabolism elevated. Easy meals: eggs plus avocado plus salsa. High protein, healthy fat, stable insulin. But here's where it goes sideways. They add avocado to the meal and keep everything else the same: the bread, the chips. Then insulin stays elevated, fat burning shuts down, cortisol rises from the blood sugar swings, and the scale doesn't budge. Avocado on top of an insulin-spiking, metabolism-killing day doesn't work. Superfood number 3, bone broth, the protein bridge that stops snacking. Bone broth isn't a miracle, it's a tool. And the reason it helps with menopause belly fat is boring and biological. It's an easy way to get more protein-supporting building blocks when your metabolism is slowing and your hormone balance is off. Menopause is notorious for this combo. You lose muscle easier, which directly lowers your metabolism. Your insulin sensitivity decreases, and you can't out-cardio it anymore. Recent studies show that maintaining muscle mass is the key factor in keeping metabolism elevated and insulin sensitive during menopause. Translation: if you diet and lose muscle, belly fat gets harder to move because your metabolism drops even further. Bone broth contains collagen-derived amino acids like glycine and proline. These amino acids support metabolism, hormone production, and cortisol regulation. Glycine has been studied in the context of sleep quality and metabolic health. And better sleep improves glucose control, lowers cortisol, enhances fat burning, and optimizes hormone balance. Studies repeatedly connect short sleep with worse insulin sensitivity and increased belly fat storage. Real bone broth should gel in the fridge. That gelatin provides the amino acids your body needs for hormone production and metabolism support. Science proves that glycine supports the body's natural detox pathways, including clearing hormone metabolites and managing cortisol. That matters because chronic stress and poor sleep worsen the exact signals that drive belly fat storage: elevated cortisol, disrupted insulin, and sluggish metabolism. How to use it? 1 to 2 cups per day as a bridge between meals so you don't snack on junk and keep your insulin from spiking repeatedly. Use it as a soup base, but add real protein: chicken, beef, lentils. You need complete protein to maintain muscle, support metabolism, and keep insulin stable. What to look for? Ideally, simmered broth that gels in the fridge. That's the protein building blocks that support metabolism and hormone function. If you buy boxed, check protein grams. Most store-bought bone broth has 2 grams of protein per cup. That's not useful for supporting metabolism, maintaining muscle, or stabilizing insulin. Superfood number 2, dark leafy greens. If you're stressed, sleeping light, and craving carbs at night, you might be undermineralized, and those deficiencies directly impact insulin function, cortisol regulation, and fat metabolism. Dark leafy greens, spinach, kale, Swiss chard, bring magnesium, potassium, folate, and other compounds. And magnesium matters because recent studies show that low magnesium intake directly worsens insulin resistance, slows metabolism, and increases cortisol-driven fat storage. Studies show that magnesium is involved in over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body, including glucose metabolism, insulin signaling, fat oxidation, and hormone production. Also, chronic stress patterns and elevated cortisol are associated with more central fat storage. When cortisol stays high, your body preferentially stores fat around your belly. So when you support sleep quality and glucose control with adequate magnesium, you're changing the signal: lower cortisol, better insulin, faster metabolism. Science proves that leafy greens also contain nitrates that support blood flow and exercise performance, which means better fat burning during movement. Because if you're too tired to move, your metabolism slows and you're not burning fat. Here's the belly fat link. Chronic stress plus poor sleep worsens glucose control and keeps cortisol elevated, and studies connect higher cortisol patterns with more central fat storage and slower metabolism. So leafy greens are the foundation that makes your body less reactive by supporting insulin function, hormone balance, and cortisol regulation. How to use it? Cook your greens. Pair with fat, olive oil, avocado, because your body needs dietary fat to produce hormones and maintain metabolism. Easy meals: sautéed spinach in olive oil plus eggs. This delivers fat for hormone production, protein for metabolism, and minerals for insulin stability. Minimum effective dose: 1 to 2 cups per day. Do it daily for 7 days and watch your sugar cravings, your sleep, and your cortisol-driven hunger cues all improve. All matter for belly fat because they directly impact insulin, hormone balance, and metabolism. But here's the mistake: the sad desk salad with no protein, no fat. Then your insulin crashes, cortisol spikes, you're starving, and you blame the salad. If you eat a giant salad with no protein, you didn't fail, the meal failed you because it lacked the protein and fat needed to stabilize insulin and support hormone production. So do greens plus protein plus fat. That's the formula for stable insulin, calm cortisol, and active metabolism. And another thing nobody talks about: potassium. But potassium supports fluid balance, blood pressure, muscle function, and even insulin sensitivity. That matters because menopause can come with more water retention, blood pressure issues, and worsening insulin resistance, all of which make belly fat harder to lose. Superfood number 1, grass-fed beef plus organ meats, the nutrient density secret. This is where people get uncomfortable. You've been told red meat is the villain, but menopause changes your needs. Your protein requirements go up, your metabolism slows down, and your hormone production depends on nutrients most women are chronically deficient in. And the thing most women are quietly deficient in is nutrients that directly affect energy, thyroid signaling, metabolism, hormone synthesis, insulin function, and muscle maintenance. Grass-fed beef brings highly bioavailable protein, iron, zinc, selenium, and B vitamins. And recent studies show that higher protein intake in midlife supports lean mass retention, elevated metabolism, better insulin sensitivity, and improved hormone balance. Studies are very clear. Preserving muscle supports metabolic rate and improves body composition, while muscle loss directly leads to slower metabolism, worse insulin function, and more stubborn fat. And organ meats, especially liver, deliver nutrients essential for metabolism, hormone production, and insulin regulation. Extremely high in vitamin A, B12, folate, and choline. Choline matters for liver function, and your liver processes hormones and metabolites, clears excess cortisol, and manages insulin signaling. Science proves that higher quality protein supports better satiety, stabilizes insulin for hours, reduces cortisol spikes, and reduces overall calorie intake. Translation: you eat beef, high protein, bioavailable nutrients, you stay full, insulin stays low, cortisol stays calm, metabolism stays active, and you stop snacking. That's how insulin stays lower throughout the day and your body can finally access stored fat for fuel. But here's where women mess this up. They go too lean. They buy 93% lean ground beef because they're still afraid of fat, even though their bodies desperately need that fat for hormone production and sustained metabolism. Then they're hungry again 2 hours later because low-fat protein doesn't stabilize insulin as effectively and doesn't provide the nutrients needed for hormone synthesis. You didn't need more willpower. You needed more fat with the protein to keep insulin stable, support hormone production, and maintain an active metabolism. And the other mistake? Adding grass-fed beef but keeping all the processed sides. Then insulin stays elevated, fat storage continues, cortisol rises, and your metabolism never switches to fat-burning mode. Beef works when it's part of a low-insulin, hormone-supporting day. And here she is. Look at Diana now. The puffiness is gone. Her metabolism is revved up, her insulin is stable, her cortisol is calm, and her hormones are balanced. She told me she wakes up feeling light and energized. Diana proved that when you lower inflammation, balance your hormones, stabilize insulin, support your metabolism, and manage cortisol, the fat falls off, especially that stubborn belly fat. If she can do this at 52, so can you. You've learned the great stuff, but if you want to make your results perfect, you need to watch this video right here. Click it and let's finish what we started. Your feedback is what drives this channel. The easiest way to give it is with a simple like and a comment. It's my #1 source of motivation, so I appreciate every single one. Thanks for watching.